Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this video is about the ZTE Axon 7 phone. In my yesterday's video, I wanted to see if I could help somebody. Somebody had asked me a question, how I put the Zen user interface from the ASUS Zen user interface from the ASUS Zen phone 2. How did I get that interface onto my phone? And I was going to make a video about that, and I went in the Google Play Store to find the Zen UI, and I couldn't find it. And I believe it was because I'm using a ZTE phone. ASUS doesn't really want to give away their software, so they won't allow us to even see it. It's in the, I'm pretty positive it's in the Play Store. We just can't see it because it's on a ZTE phone instead of an ASUS phone, which makes sense. It's a proprietary kind of deal, but I was able to get the Zen UI on here, and that's what I have. But I was able to take the stock Android interface, user interface, and I made it look almost like this. It almost looks exactly like this. So what I want you to pay attention to is the screen. I have the 4 icons on the bottom, and in the center here, I have this like little infinity symbol. It's a sideways 8, okay, right there. But I'm gonna hit the home screen because this really isn't the screen that I have going on my phone. This is not actually my phone setup, and I'm gonna show you how I did that in a minute. But I used the stock Android user interface, okay? So that's the important thing, which was available in all the icon pack that I had. I could do that. So all I had to do is select it and make sure that it was my default user interface, and then I edited it to make it look like this. So watch what I do. I'm gonna change the user interface in a couple of seconds here. So ready? 3, 2, 1, bingo. Okay, so it changed. You saw the bottom ones. You can back the video up and watch it again if you want. But these icons change. Again, it's the phone, messaging. This is all my applications in the background and my camera, and that's all I want on my front screen. Now also, when I go to scroll, you see that like a half circle comes out from the sides there, okay? The Zen UI doesn't have that, and I don't care if it shows it or not, but basically it's telling me I don't have any other pages available because I don't like all these pages. I want everything to be available in one spot, not 3 or 4 pages. But the difference is, on the Zen UI, I'm gonna go ahead and start the Zen UI up again. See, it's that easy. When I hit this button here, I call it Google, but it just has icons. That's it. It's just one page of icons of the most frequently used applications that I do use. And I can put them in any order I want. They don't have to be alphabetical or anything like that. So let me close all this, and I'm back to let me go back to the Zen UI because it's interesting the way it changes. This is the Zen user interface. And if I hit the home screen, it changes to the default Android one. Let me show you how I did that. I scroll down and I hit the settings tool. I scroll down to the very bottom. I scroll back, look back up here, it says default apps. I press on default apps, and these are all, of course, the default applications, but the top one is the launcher. That's the home screen that you see. And as you can see here, I have 3 possible launchers that I can use. The first one is the stock Android, and that's the one that's selected over here. The middle one is, I call it MiFavor, whatever, and that's the one that comes really default with the ZTE Axon 7 phone. That's the one you're using initially, and I didn't like it very much. I went in, I tried to use it, tried to set it up, and it just wasn't working for me. So I said, okay, I'm getting irritated with this. And I went back to the stock Android, and I played around with that, and I was able, as you can see, to get it working like the Zen UI. So the Zen UI is this third one down here, and I like it because I set it up the way I wanted to set it up. But it is an Android phone, and I was able to set it up like Android, so I went back and I've been playing around using it like this all day today. And even though it's like all the applications on my phone and they're in alphabetical order, and rather than scrolling side to side, I scroll up and down. I'm gonna play around with this and see if I get used to it. And if I get used to it, then I'll just go ahead and keep it as stock Android for now. But if I don't like it so much, or maybe I forget which applications I wanted to use, I can go here and find them easy because this is how I set up my phone initially. But when I set up, anytime I hit the home key, it goes back to whatever the default user interface was based on what I selected under the launcher, okay? And there's different launchers you can get from the Play Store, the Google Play Store. I just like the stock Android because there's no advertising in it. The Zen UI didn't have, the ASUS Zen launcher didn't have any advertising in it. And I don't know if MiFavor does or does not. I don't think that it would. But these 3 don't have any advertising in it. So, I would recommend either using the one that came with the phone, if you can make it work for you, or use the stock Android because I know that I can make it look just like my Zen UI, almost exactly. All right. So with that, until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.